I'm Caleb Weintraub. I teach painting and drawing here at IU, and I was asked to create a mural that would be the final mural in the right quad sequence of murals. Well, I was thinking of bringing back some of the lightness and brightness from the earlier murals and maintaining some of the rendering and description that was in the late 90s mural, and kind of blending those two ideas. So flattening out the space, sometimes tilting the perspective in ways that aren't entirely convincing but allow us to see more of the space than we would if we were seeing it from one contiguous point of view. But then also maintaining a degree of description so people who are familiar with the characters and people being described would be able to recognize those people. The process really starts with a general idea of how I want that composition to be, and that's usually just a physical drawing. And then a number of photographs, and then digital drawings, some thematic pages where I just kind of think about what are the different themes that I want to be in here. And because Luddy Hall is an informatics building associated with technology and some of the kind of advancements that have happened in that regard over the past 20 years, and also because there's a kind of a geometry to the building itself, or a boxiness, I decided that I wanted to be integrated with some bright color and almost like digital palette. One of the kind of strategies I use in my own work is to build models in a 3D environment and work from those models as if they were maquettes. It allows me to make changes to the composition of the elements in there without having to start from scratch all the time. And it also allows me to react to observed kind of lighting situations. I think really it's a celebration of some of the achievements. So for instance, we have a Nobel Prize winner, we have people who are highly decorated in their fields. So I think in terms of just commemorating individuals and what those individuals represent, they represent extremely strong devotion to research. And really there are thousands of individuals who've been successful in their careers and in their research. And these are just a few examples of people that sort of typify that, for me at least, to represent a lot more research that has happened here that's really striking and significant. So even though we can only include a few people, I kind of see those people as embodying the goals and the achievements of other faculty and students. There's a panel that's devoted to athletics and all the kind of achievements that are connected to the athletics in the past 20 years. One panel takes on activism and student activity and social responsibility, sustainability, the environment. I've had people at all levels helping with various components of the mural, and that's also been exciting and fun to share the process and to learn from the students also, and then just to allow people to kind of be involved in something that's kind of a somewhat large scope, and then hopefully they'll be able to see it on the wall and recognize little parts of it that they made or that they painted or that they had something to do with, and I think that'll be exciting. I think the idea of using the technology like computer graphics and 3D modeling, but also painting it with oil paint, which is a very traditional medium, is a way of kind of expressing our interest in integrating or blending respect for history and the past and for tradition, but also an interest in embracing the future and progress and whatever may come.
Indiana University, Bicentennial.